Finding your purpose through your pain. I want to talk to you guys about that today because I know there are a lot of us right now who are in that state of unawareness of what our purpose is, what we're supposed to do, and what we are sharing and bringing to the world. I want to talk to you guys about that today. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you something. Some of the biggest challenges that I have had in my life was figuring out my purpose. And without purpose and direction of like what you're passionate about, what your gifts are, and what you're supposed to do in your life is something so deep that it can create so much turmoil in your life. It can lead down to bad decisions, creating a life that you didn't want. It can create, a negative relationship with yourself, that perspective with yourself. So that reflects around you in the world that you're manifesting as far as experiences that are trying to lead you to where your path is and what you're meant to do and where you are working towards becoming, even on an unconscious level. See, how I did it was finding my purpose through my pain was all the suffering that I had gone through the not understanding who I was, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be, what was my purpose, why was I here. I found myself in turmoil quite a bit for a long time. And how I found myself, guys, and this is the most important thing, is I found my purpose in life through my pain, through all the things that I had gone through in my life. All, the bad relationships, the relationship with myself, with my family, my friends, with jobs, not understanding like there was a higher purpose to all of that. And even if you're in a space right now where you're doing something to say just to pay your bills, and you're like, I'm not living in my purpose, I can feel it, you have to trust that process, because it's through your pain is that you will wake up and finally acknowledge what your gifts are and what your purpose is. And I always advise people that as you're going through this process with purpose and you become intentional, make sure that you're really gentle on yourself, because it is a process, guys. It takes time to get fully aligned with where you're at in that perspective of who you are. And as you grow with time, all right, and age doesn't have anything to do with this. This has to do with just the awakening, as far as even in the perspective of what we're going on and going through as a collective right now. We are going through a great awakening of what's really going on. And in that, a lot of us are finding our purpose. We're wanting to bring something really special to the world. And that's really up to you to figure out what that is. And if you're unclear, most of us through our suffering, that we want to make something better, make something easier. We want to bring knowledge to people. We want to bring a service to people. We want to bring a product to people. This is how we find our purpose. We are meant to do a lot of things in our life. It's about experiencing and co-creating and creating, stepping into our mastery, right? And creating with the life that we want. This is how we do it. And it takes time. And creating a process for that is definitely key, right? Getting really clear on what you want to do, researching the heck out of it, master it, and then follow through and bring that to the world. This is how you step into your purpose from your pain. I had suffered so much, and I knew one day after just trying to figure out why I had gone through all these experiences, mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, abuse of myself, just in my mind. When I learned from that and I finally came into alignment, I knew that I was meant to do some great special things in my life. And I spent years and years, and it's still up in today, going on just on a hunt for searching the light, which is information about spirituality and religion and physics and quantum physics and history and ancient history and politics, exopolitics, nutrition, astrology. I try to learn a little bit of everything that's going on in the world to be fully knowledge. See, up until like maybe 10 years in of my journey, I had gotten to a pinnacle moment where the divine stepped in, and I had an angelic encounter is what I call them. I've always been very close to the angels. I work closely with the angels in doing my work. And I had a divine moment where I had Archangel Michael just come to me and make it very clear. I heard clearly and I felt a presence around me, and I actually saw physical like I saw a physical manifestation of this awakening moment of my purpose. And it was because I had spent so many years, 10 years, studying all these things. I was guided to go teach all of that to the world. So that's what led me into awakening to my purpose and my path. So now I spend my time mastering myself as a life coach and a motivational speaker and as a shaman. And I have really honed in to just my niche, and that is working with spiritual entrepreneurs, because I am a spiritual entrepreneur, right? To bring the light, right? To bring that healing through shamanism, through being a medicine woman, through trying to bring that light, that information to others that I have learned, and help them expand and ascend and learn that there's many processes to the growing process, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and financially, and in your business. And this goes for all of us. All of us have a purpose and a path, and every single thing that we do, you have to trust the process is leading us to our purpose in life. And it's up to you. And if you're in the dark, what I did was doing things I didn't know I was sure about I was meant to do, that helped open the door for me to figure out who I was. And believe it or not, all of that is in preparation towards becoming the best version of yourself, so you can then be that example and be the change in the world that you seek. So until the next time, guys, I really, 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 really loved sharing this message, because that was something really deep for me, and I hope this assists you in your journey. And if it did, make sure you give me a like, give me a thumbs up. And if this video actually brought a lot of value for you and brought some clarity, comment below, because I want to hear from you. I think in all of that sharing with our experiences and our purpose for each other, we can affect others in our life. And that's really the purpose of it, guys. It's to bring the light to others all around us and make it a better place. So until the next time, I love you. Peace. Namaste. Until the next time, love you.